to yoga, all levels yoga. Something I've been talking about in my class this week is the difference between what feels familiar and what feels unfamiliar, like in terms of yoga, like starting a practice and like, this does not feel familiar. Well, when you're learning something new, it's not going to feel familiar. And then there's an uncomfortable ability about that. And then what starts as unfamiliar begins to feel familiar, right? It's like, oh, I can relax my nervous system. This, I've done this before, right? And then yoga, we just keep on kind of adding on and bringing you back to the place of this doesn't feel very familiar. And the reason why is you have about 200 plus bones, 700 plus muscles. It's a lot of body parts that need to be stimulated and need to move. So certain postures are going to move certain muscles and bones, and then different postures will move different bones and muscles. And you want to keep all of that lit up, essentially, and active. And so today in my classes, and I probably won't do it today, but at some point in my classes, we were doing this where you kind of bend your knee and then you came into a forward fold, right? So we're going to roll off our mat and roll here. And then everybody was like, what? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? That is so weird. And then we went into wild thing from here. But, you know, this kind of rolling motion is not something that people were familiar with. So then they become uncomfortable. But our bodies are not necessarily uncomfortable. It's more of the mind. Yeah, see? Like Cirque du Soleil. Or emotions. It's cool. It's lighting up different parts of your body, different part of your mind and emotions, and allowing more freedom in the lack of connection to this feels awkward. So go ahead and start in a child's pose. That is familiar. I've done that, right? Like, oh yeah, child's pose. Easy, easy. Big toes touch, knees wide, forehead to the earth. You're going to relax your head. And notice the sensation of what feels familiar. And then the hands about as wide as your shoulders. And then you can relax your tail towards the soles of your feet. And then on an inhale breath, you're going to lift up. Your feet are going to lift. Walk your hands forward. Exhale your bellies down. And then straighten your legs behind you, inner thighs together. For seal pose, press palms, lift your chest. This might feel unfamiliar. And notice my arms about as straight as you can. Not cobra. Yeah, like a seal, like you would see a seal. Great to encourage flexibility in your lower back. And then exhale your chest down, hands under shoulders, reach back into a child's pose. Reach all the way back, forehead to the earth, knees wide. Once again, back into familiar. And then inhale, lift your chest, walk your arms forward, and exhale down. Inner thighs close together for seal pose. Press palms, breathe into your lower back, and as best as you can, relax your shoulders. And then notice how your awareness goes inside, internal drishti, to your body. Bring your chest down. We're going to come into tabletop from here. Hands under your shoulders, hips over your knees. Exhale, cat's breath, chin to chest. Back into familiar. Belly down, gaze forward or up. And then exhale to round your spine. About 2 more times. You're tilting your pelvis, looking up, creating more breath, and exhale. And then once again, last set. And then exhale here. And then from a neutral spine, bring your right ankle over your left ankle, knees wide. Again, sit back towards your heels. So that little tweak there is for your lower spine. And then you're going to lift up from here. It's opposite ankle on top and exhale back. And then lift up from here, hands under your shoulders, uncross your ankles, walk arms to the right side. And then as you exhale, press your left hip and kind of towards your right heel. A side body stretch. And then we'll come through center, You're going to walk over to the left side, right hip towards your right or left heel. And then come through center, return to tabletop spine, walk hands forward, high plank. So we're going to come into a high plank. Heels over the balls of your feet, and then shoulders nice and engaged to downward facing dog. I've been putting some of those movements together. So come forward into high plank, into child's pose, pressing back. And then inhale, breath. We're going to lay down on our bellies, bellies down, inner thighs together. Press palms, lift your chest up, relax your shoulders, and exhale down. From here, tabletop spine, inhale, breath. Exhale, cat, chin to chest. Inhale, eyes come forward, walk arms over to the right side. Exhale, tail back. And then come through center, walk over to the left side, and exhale, tail back. And then inhale, breath, hands under shoulders. We'll stay for an exhale breath. From here, high plank, once again, to downward facing dog. And then in down dog, movement through your ankles, movement through your heels. And press your middle finger down into your mat. And find that same sensation for your other 8 fingers. In down dog, you'll bend your knees and walk forward 4 to 5 to 6 steps. In a forward fold for ragdoll, hands and elbows, you're going to sway side to side. And so your feet are about as wide as your hips, and your big toes are in front of your heels. Interlace fingers at the base of your spine. Draw your arms over your body for chest expansion. And again, the sensation of what feels very familiar. We're going to exhale our fingertips down or the palms of your hands, and then heel toe your feet closer together. Come up into a halfway lift. Press your palms, shins, or the tops of your thighs. Release and fold. Bend your knees to roll up into mountain pose, all the way up, all the way up. And then as you exhale, right arm under left. Palms are going to face each other. You can grab your thumb or not, and then lift your elbows as high as you can. Exhale, bend your knees, elbows towards your navel. And we hold for 3 and 2. Release your arms out and up, option to touch palms. Exhale your left elbow under your right. Yeah, and then again, inhale, breath, lift your elbows up. Bend your knees, elbows towards your navel. Lift up again, inhale, breath. And we'll come into a side body stretch. Exhale, breath. We're going to inhale from here and exhale to the opposite side. Engage navel towards spine. Lift up, inhale. Now hands in the back of your head. Look up for 3 and 2. Elbows, palms touch. At exhale, we come down. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. We'll step back into high plank. From up your thighs as you inhale, and then lower all the way down. Bring your hands on the outside of your mat, palms are lifted. Lift your chest as you inhale. Look to the right, exhale your left shoulder down. Inhale, center, look left, rotate your right shoulder down. Yeah. We'll do it again. Inhale, breath, left shoulder down, look towards the right. Lift up, inhale, and right shoulder down, look to the left. And then the gaze is forward, your gaze is forward. We lower to the earth. Hands under shoulders, your choice, table, high plank, or child's pose into downward facing dog. And breath to movement, knees bend, inhale, travel forward, exhale. It's a halfway lift, round your spine to fold. Come on up into mountain pose. Exhale, right arm under. Lift elbows up, inhale, and then round your spine, exhale. Lift out and up, inhale, and again, option to touch palms. Exhale, left arm under. This is an upper back stretch. As you lift your elbows, sense upper back, and exhale, fold. Release your arms up, side body stretch to the right, exhale. And then lift up, inhale, side body to your left. We're going to reach up, bend your elbows, and look up. Bring elbows and palms together. Exhale, fold. A halfway lift, inhale, weight into the tops of your feet. Step back, high plank. Another inhale, breath, lower all the way down. Now here's the tips of your fingers. Chest lifts, look to the right, left shoulder down. And then inhale, breath, look left, right shoulder down. And then one more set, inhale, breath, look right, left shoulder down. Inhale, breath, look left, right shoulder down. Then your gaze is forward, and then you lower to the ground. High plank, table, or child's pose into downward facing dog. Let's take an inhale breath here. On an exhale breath. Knees bend, inhale. Walk forward, exhale. We're going to add on. Halfway lift, inhale, breath to forward fold. Rolling up to mountain pose. And exhale, right arm under. And you can always grab your thumb. Lift up, inhale, to fold, exhale. Reach out, reach up, inhale. Exhale, opposite arm under. And again, you can grab your thumb. Elbows up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, breath from here. And again, into the familiar side body stretch. We lift up, and then we exhale. And then adding on, inhale, exhale, right arm to the back, left arm to your shoulder, look over your shoulder. And then draw your left shoulder more towards your right shoulder. A little bit of a twist. Inhale, breath, both arms reach high, and then we're going to twist. Left arm behind, right hand to your left shoulder. But this is eventually going to help us with half binds and maybe full binds. Lift up, right arm up, left arm up. Exhale, cactus your elbows. And then inhale, breath, hands to shoulders right here. Exhale, fold. Release your arms, place your hands down, halfway lift. First chaturanga. So if you're ready, come down a couple of inches. Flip to the tops of your feet. Knees are lifted for up dog. Eyes can be up. And then exhale, breath, downward facing dog. Relax into an inhale breath. And relax into an exhale breath. Knees bend, inhale. And we travel forward, exhale. So you have a halfway lift and exhale, fold. We'll come into chair pose. So bend your knees, reach your arms up. Yeah, it could be biceps by your ears or arms a little bit forward. And then exhale, airplane your arms. Notice how you sit low. Inhale, breath, bring your arms about halfway up right here. Exhale, bring your arms back. And then again, inhale here, arms about halfway up. And exhale, arms back. Inhale, mountain pose. We're going to stretch and reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift your left leg up so you're in grounded airplane pose. For Jiva squat, squeeze your left knee behind your right. Inhale, lengthen your leg. And then exhale, squeeze. And then inhale, lengthen. And exhale, squeeze, knee to knee. Lengthen, inhale, step back, low lunge. You are in a low lunge. For warrior two, back heel comes in, left arm over your body. And again, a posture that can feel very familiar. So right knee over your right ankle. Notice if your knee is kind of sickling in, you want to activate your inner thighs. Exhale, extended side angle. And then take your left arm behind your body, wrap it around, open up through your left shoulder, eyes come up. And half binds, release. Left arm high. Inhale this 5-pointed star. Parallel your feet, short end of your mat. Exhale, horse pose. Heels in and toes out. Yeah. So body thrives on movement variety. We're in a horse pose. Hands to your thighs, shoulders up, back of the space. You're going to twist. Bring your right shoulder down, just like we did on the ground. And then come to center, opposite shoulder down. Then we come to center, first shoulder. Arrange your hands so that this feels good. And then come to center, second shoulder. Let's notice knees stay over your ankles. It's just the upper back that twists. And we come to center here. Exhale, place your fingertips down. Straighten your legs, inhale, breath. And we're in Prasarita fold. Hands maybe on your ankles, maybe the front of your body, maybe the back of your body. Yeah, and then I like to tick-tock my hips side to side. Got to loosen up my pelvis, top of my thigh bone, femur bone, and create the opportunity for more mobility. Then place your hands under your shoulders for a halfway lift. Low lunge to the top of the space. It's going to be your right foot forward. We step back into high plank from here into an optional chaturanga. It's an inhale, breath, up dog if you're going there. Exhale, breath, downward facing dog. Yep, always feel free to skip the chaturangas. Knees bend, inhale. You travel forward, exhale. Halfway lift and exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend your knees, reach your biceps by your ears. Exhale, airplane your arms. And then we come halfway up, so we're here. Fingers in line with your shoulders, and exhale, breath. And we do it again. Inhale, breath, and exhale. Reach up into mountain pose, all the way up, and exhale, fold. Now pick up your right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee behind left, Jiva squat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, gaze to the back. And again, inhale, look forward. Exhale, gaze to the back. Inhale, look forward, straighten your right leg, step back, low lunge. Warrior two, just your back heel comes in, and then we look forward. Hiding your left hand, maybe behind your left shoulder. And then on this side, it's left knee over left ankle. Yes. Extended side angle. The right arm is above. Reach behind your body for a half bind and look up. And so you have the sensation of your left elbow on top of your left thigh. And then your right hip exhales down towards your left heel. Release the half binds. Inhale, push up into 5-pointed star. And once again, your feet are parallel. Exhale, horse pose. And then on this side, bring your hands behind your head. Exhale, right elbow towards your right thigh. Inhale, breath. Exhale, left elbow towards your left thigh. And then inhale, breath. Right elbow towards your right thigh. And then again, exhale. Let's take one more set. Maybe each time you come down a little bit lower. Maybe not. And then we're back into center. Push up into 5-pointed star. Big toes in front of your heels. Exhale and fold. Yeah, familiar, Prasarita. You have about 5 more seconds. So you ask yourself, body, what do I need in those 5 seconds? And 4. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, top of your space. Step back into a high plank pose and optional chaturanga. An inhale breath, down dog, exhale breath. That's our sun bee flow. Just listen to the cues as we play with sequencing. From down dog, bend knees, inhale, travel forward, exhale. You have a halfway lift and exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, bring your arms back. Come about halfway up again and arms back. We'll do it again. Halfway, fingers in line with shoulders. Exhale. And then for mountain pose, lift all the way up. Exhale, fold. Stand on your right leg, lift left leg up. 1 time, Jiva squat. Lengthen, inhale to low lunge, exhale. Warrior 2, inhale, breath. Extended, side angle. Reach up into 5-pointed star. Exhale is horse pose. We'll come back into 5-pointed star. Inhale, Prasarita and fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Low lunge, front of your space. Now option, right leg high, 3-legged dog. Is an option. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Knees bend, inhale. Travel forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Now round your spine. Chair pose, inhale. Airplane arms, exhale. Arms about halfway up. Exhale back. And again, arms halfway up. Exhale back. Reach up into mountain pose, tall spines. And exhale, fold. Right leg lifts, inhale. Knee to knee, exhale. Right leg high for low lunge. Warrior 2, inhale, breath. Extended, side angle. 5-pointed star. Horse pose, hands to heart. Push heels out for star pose. Bend at your waist. Exhale, Prasarita fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Low lunge to the top. And again, the option, lift your left leg up. This is called Ekapada Chaturanga. Then inhale, breath. The downward facing dog. Hold, inhale. Full embodied exhale. And then bend your knees, float through, have a seat. Right from here, come on to your tail, arms reach forward. Just like we did, hands in line with shoulders. Every class, I never miss this. Every class. So if you're like, what does she do every class? What is familiar? This is what I do. Draw your chest towards the tops of your feet. And one day, right, it just feels effortless. We're coming into eagle crunches. So I'll show you. It's going to be right leg over, right arm under on your backs. Here comes right leg over, right arm under. Lengthen and squeeze. You're here for 9 more. Once again, you can grab onto your thumb. 5 more. And it doesn't have to be a double wrap. Your right leg could kind of hang out loosely over your left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unwrap your legs, rest your head, left leg over and left arm under. You're going to lengthen fingertips down and squeeze. You have 9 more. 9. Yeah, and then on the side, my left leg again is loosely over my right. We're here for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unwrap both leg and arms, taking a full body stretch. So that is goes from unfamiliar to familiar. Second set, right leg over and right arm under. A little more information. Lengthen and squeeze. 4, 9. And 8. 7. And 6. Tilt your pelvis as you draw your knees up for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Unwrap arms and legs. It's just a cycle of breath. And then left leg over and left arm under. Lengthen and squeeze, just 9 more. And remember, we're waking up cells, different parts of our body. Here's 5, 4, 3, and 2. Last one. Come into an air chair, hands behind your head. Inhale, exhale, pulse up and down. You can interlace your fingers at the back of your head and keep your elbows wide. And once again, we're just here for 10. Sense the crunching of your lower abs. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into your chest. You're going to roll all the way up to a seated position. Core is still engaged. High plank into dolphin pose. You can watch. Come onto your forearms. Look to the back. Walk your toes up. You can interlace your fingers or parallel your forearm bones, long end of your mat. 5 more breaths. And 2. And 1. Bring your shins down. Place hands under shoulders, belly down, eyes up. Exhale, breath. And then from neutral spine, walk hands forward, high plank to downward facing dog. So now that your core is really nice and engaged, bend knees and walk forward. Halfway lift into a forward fold. Come on up into mountain pose. So we're here. We're going to come into eagle. Exhale. Bend your elbows or bend your knees, airplane your arms. It's left leg that lifts high. Exhale, left leg over, left arm under. It could be the ball of your foot for a kickstand. It could be single or double wrap. And then lift your elbows up. Teach your body something new. We hold for 3. We hold for 2. Release your arms, left leg up. Exhale, left leg down. And we start in a chair pose. And now it's right leg over, above your knee, right arm under, vertical spine. Yeah, let your body find its way into balance. And again, we're here for 3. We're here for 2. Lift your arms and your leg. Exhale, both feet on the ground. Sweep your arms down. And then we're going to lift up into standing camel. Chin to chest, hands lower back. And sort of push your palms forward, eyes up. And then second set, mountain pose. Chair pose, airplane arms. You're going to lift your left leg up. And again, eagle, left leg over, left arm under. See if you can relax your shoulders as you lift your elbows up. Release into staff pose. It's one-legged mountain. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart center. And then mountain pose, inhale, chair pose, airplane your arms. Right leg is gonna lift. Second set of eagle, but we also did eagle on the ground in our crunches, and we also did our upper body in our Sun A flow. Falling out of a posture is how we learn to come back to balance. And just sense the newness, if this is a shape you haven't taken in your body before. And then release, right knee up. Ooh. No assumptions, right foot down, hands to heart. Honor yourself, we're learning something new. Inhale, breath, we're gonna lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg stays, left leg lifts. Now we're gonna step back into pyramid pose. Left heel in slightly. Walk your hands back. Walk your right foot to center. Right knee can bend or straight. IT band stretch, hamstring stretch, calf stretch. Yeah. And then maybe to prep for a future practice, take your right hand on your lower back. Keep your left hand where it is. And for twisted pyramid, option to lift your right arm up. Lower back stays parallel to the earth. Yeah. Exhale, right hand down. Bend your left knee. Pick up the ball of your right foot. Sit back into your hamstrings. So you might sense them here. And notice the angle of your left foot and the angle of your right foot. You're going to come on forward, lift your left leg up. Standing splits, exhale over your right thigh. And then if you can see your left foot, just point your toes down. It's another hamstring stretch. Forward fold in your spine. And then halfway lift through your spine, look forward. And exhale as a forward fold. Take your right leg lifted up. And for a pyramid pose, angle your heel down. Start by bending your left leg. Frame your foot with your hands. Maybe straighten your left leg. Just sense your body. And place your left hand on your lower back. Option to stay here. Or lift your left leg high, left arm high, for a twisted pyramid pose. And then you'll exhale your left hand down, bend your right knee, lift the ball of your left foot up. Now you may be just kind of bent here, both knees bent a little bit and turning towards the right side. And then eventually with practice, Hamstring, calf muscles begin to open up.
This version of you.
And then you're going to bend your left knee, lift your right leg up. For standing splits, exhale over your left thigh. Balance on your fingertips, yoga blocks, or the palms of your hands. There's a lot of choices.
I'd like you to imagine.
Inhale, halfway lift, so we look forward.
This version of you.
Exhale, forward fold. You're going to lift your heels from here and then bend your knees. Option to wrap your arms around your shin bones. And then release your fingertips. And then place your shin bones down. Sit over towards your right hip and extend your legs forward. Inhale, arms high, and come into a forward fold.
This version of you. Simply becomes real.
Lift eyes up, inhale. You're going to roll to your backs, exhale. Knees into your chest. We'll come into bridge pose. Plant feet down, parallel your feet. Lift lower, mid, upper back. Walk your arms over, interlace your fingers, and draw your thighs forward.
This version of you looking at you. You looking back.
And then your fingers release. Exhale, upper, mid, and lower spine. Soles of your feet together, knees wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Arms reach out to the sides. And then hands outer thighs to draw your knees into your chest. Exhale, knees to the right, gaze to the left. Extend your left arm all the way out to the window side of the space. Come to center, knees into chest. Exhale, knees to the left. Bless you. Gaze to the right.
This version of you.
And then come to center, both knees into your chest. Hands on your shins. Curl up into a tiny ball for 3. And for 2. Exhale, Shavasana. Then as you rest your body, you're scanning for, again, those new sensations. What is familiar doesn't always grab our attention.
Simply.
It's the newness. It's the uniqueness of learning something new.
And you're right here with this version of you. To see things as they really are. This version of you. This version of you.
And then exhale out all of your breath. You begin to wiggle fingers and wiggle toes. Wrists and ankles spiral, rotate clockwise and counterclockwise. Inhale, full body stretch. Arms to the back, feet to the front. Yes. And then exhale, your knees in towards your chest. And then from there, maybe pick an opposite side, not the side you always roll to. If you always roll left, roll right. If you always roll right, roll left. Yeah. And then from here, you'll come up to a seated position. And this is which ankle is on top. We're going to switch it out. Opposite ankle on top. Hands to heart center, thumbs to third eye. Honor this moment, you in your body. We inhale together. We exhale into the teacher in ourselves, teacher in each other, and the teacher in all things. We bow in. All right. Thanks for coming to yoga today, everybody. Hopefully you learned something new. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Joe.
You are very welcome. You are very welcome. Bye.